Hello, Facebook. It's me, Letitia Lee, back to just give some tips and tricks on homeschooling. Some people are wondering, well, how can I homeschool and work at the same time? Or how can I homeschool and I'm a single mom? How do you homeschool when you're taking away a salary when you're used to having two salary home? Well, guess what? A majority, I would say, this is just my guesstimation, just being in this homeschooling journey for being a part of this homeschooling journey for the last 18, 19 years. My guesstimation is that the majority of homeschoolers are one salary homes, but there are some moms out there and dads that use some ingenuity. Did I say that right? To get the job done. So this is my advice, just some tips on how you can afford to homeschool. And as I've said in previous chats before, homeschooling absolutely can be free. You can go to the library, the internet. There are book swaps, book sales, and there's homeschool conventions. So let's go down the list of how you can homeschool for free. The library. Now, my church personally has a homeschool library. It has a section in the library where you can go and check out homeschool curriculum. And I'm talking about curriculum from the kindergarten all the way to high school, through high school. And you don't have to be a member to check out books. It's just a library. This happens to be attached to my church. So check your church. Maybe a local church in your area has a homeschool section with curriculum in it. So you have that. But also even a public library, there are so many books there that you can use to create your own curriculum, or check out math books. They have resource books that you can use for different subjects. Also, as far as getting curriculum and things like that, the internet, oh boy, the internet is wonderful. Do you hear me? Wonderful. One of the sites that we use frequently is called Easy Peasy Homeschool. It was created by a mom who happens to be a missionary, and wow, God bless her, because this site covers elementary age, middle school, and high school. So Easy Peasy is through high school, but in high school it's called All-in-One High School. So check that out. Great resource, excellent links, and she covers everything as far as what you would probably want your child to learn if you want them to have that traditional, or they're working towards going to college. So she even has college level exam tests practice links on her page. So definitely look at that Easy Peasy Homeschool or All-in-One Homeschool. It's the same site, and it will direct you to the homeschool site if you can't find it. The internet is also good for Khan Academy, for math, and other sources like that as far as getting free education. I mean, you can Google just about anything. And I think I've also mentioned in a previous video about using Discovery Education. In Georgia, it's free for homeschoolers to use Discovery Education. So you just have to contact them, let them know who you are, show them your declaration of intent so that they know that you are a homeschooler. And it's pretty much that easy. They give you a password to log in to use the source, and then you begin to use it. And then, so there's book sales and book swaps. So usually at the end of the year, usually around now in May, some homeschoolers school year round, but usually in May, we have a lot of families sell books. They will swap books with you. And then there's the large homeschool convention that's held in the Cobb area. It's the Cumberland Mall Center. I cannot think of the name of the convention center over there, but it's right near Cumberland Mall. And it's called the Southeast Homeschool Convention. You can't find that on the internet. But all of those places offer you an opportunity to get books to swap. The convention, no, it's not free, but they do have discounted books when you buy them there at the convention. So those are 3 ways also that homeschooling can be affordable, at least for you to get the resources that you need to bring into your home. Another thing to consider is monetizing your passion. Now, your passion may be painting, it may be writing, it may be crafts, it may be organizing or administration. I know, for instance, one of the homeschool groups that we use, she organizes field trips. Now, she's been doing this for quite some time, and it has become, I'm sure, a joy and a pain for her. But she has taken her great skill of bringing all of the homeschoolers from around the Georgia area together to go on field trips together, and to offset some of her administrative fees or costs and just her time in general for organizing all of this. She charges a small fee per family just to go on the field trips, and it's not something very expensive, but she has taken what she's been doing for years and decided, maybe this is probably something I should do. And families gladly pay the $5 that we pay to go on field trips to be included in these lists. Doesn't mean that you have to use her to take a field trip, because homeschoolers can create their own field trips whenever you need them. But I'm just giving an example of monetizing your passion. If you're a photographer, I know homeschooling moms who use they take pictures, they freelance. I'm a freelance writer myself, and use my skill to monetize that. I love to juice. I love to prepare vegan meals. So I have people who buy my juices and sometimes ask for meal plans. So whatever your passion is, monetize it. You're not tied to a desk for the most part as a homeschooler. So when you have that free time, you can take those skills that you have, those gifts that you have, and use them to bring some money into your home. And when you take that monetizing your passion to another level, maybe it's time for you to start that business. For instance, the photographer friend of mine, that's what she does. That is her. She has her business. She is a photographer. You call her, you make an appointment. That is her business, but she's still a homeschooling mom. There are some moms that are real estate agents. There are some moms and dads that maybe work a different shift. But there is no limit to what you can do as far as bringing in income. I personally use makingmoneymommy.com is another great resource for those who don't want to leave the home but want to work. And she has stay-at-home or virtual job listings on her site that you can look at that may be helpful for you. And these are companies like Delta, Progressive Insurance. The list, she has a wide range of listings on her site, but they're all virtual or commuting positions that you can look into, so that you don't have to feel like you will suffer as far as financially by homeschooling. I had a list here that I wanted to go over, but so again, using the library, check your local church to see if they also have books available, homeschooling resource if they're in their library, if they have one. Looking at homeschool book swaps, book sales, and the local conventions are other ways to cut the costs to make it more affordable. Monetizing your passion, whatever that may be, just remember that you can do that in your home. If you're a writer, if you tutor, I tutor. If health and fitness is your thing, then you can also do that. As far as, if you're an instructor, you're a licensed Zumba instructor or a yoga instructor or whatever, all of these different things you can do that will not take away from you providing for your child to have a quality education at home. And I've mentioned on Instagram yesterday that if you do choose to have your business inside of your home, that is another great opportunity for your child to learn about starting a business, about running a business, about balancing a ledger, about hiring employees, or filing taxes as a business owner. All of these different things is a great way to enrich your child's education because they see you doing this. So don't leave them out of the process, whatever that may be. Even if it's monetizing your passion and your gifts, don't leave them out of the equation. Include them in this and allow them to learn from your experiences so that they can be prepared when they go out into the world. Because they don't have to wait until they're adults to start a business. They may want to start their business now. So it's a great opportunity for the entire family to be involved. And that's if you're a single mom, if you, again, single income family, or you decide to work also. I do not believe that Georgia has a law about the parent being there while your child learns. I know some, of course, when they're younger, you want to be there. But for instance, my children are self-learners. I don't have to stand over them. We start our day together. And there are some things like right now they're finishing up their year-end research project. So we work on that together for a few minutes just to get them, just for us to have discussion about where the research is going and that sort of thing. But generally, when they are older, and if you have self-directed learners, it's not something where you have to be in front of them all day. And I hope that you're able to experience that and not let the worry or the concern about being able to afford homeschooling, because I know that's one of the big questions, especially for husbands who want to make sure that that the bills are paid and that the house is still surviving and all of those things. But if you weigh out buying school clothes, preparing for senior fees, all of the fees associated with sending your child to school versus your child staying at home, some of those costs, some of those expenses kind of offset each other. So that's an argument that you can share with your significant other, or just think about yourself if you're a single mom or dad. So it doesn't have to be expensive. And I just wanted to come on and just give you guys this little tip that homeschooling can be affordable. You can do it. Again, use your library. Think about book sales and book swaps. Look for them. They're out there. Google it. I don't know if people are using Craigslist as much anymore, but you can definitely find book swaps and book sales on eBay. Amazon even has it, of course. So do that. Also, monetize your passion. Whatever your passion is, think about taking it to the next level and putting yourself out there and offering what it is that you really love to do to the world, so that people can get it. We want to see what you have. So make it known so that people are able to buy your product, whatever that may be. And if you want to take that to another level and start your business, definitely do that. I do not believe that you having a home business or you working from home will prevent your child from having an enriching or education, a fulfilling and education. So don't let it stop you. It's absolutely affordable if you just use some ingenuity and just take your passion for teaching your children at home and giving them a quality education. It can be done. And I think that's all I have for you guys. I know I said 7 to 7:30, but those are the tips that I wanted to share. I'm not going to just talk just for the sake of talking, but just wanted you guys to know that it can be affordable. And I hope it was encouraging. If you have any questions, leave a message in the comment section. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.